Alright, come around the corner and take a peek, darling.
Wow.
What do you think of that?
Wow. That makes your house look really different.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a good way.
Doesn't it look just amazing?
Wow, yeah.
Walk down the hallway once. Darling, it's almost like moving into a new house.
Definitely.
What do you think?
I think it looks a little naked around here.
Yeah? And what do you hope will happen by the time you're back from town?
I'm hoping that you will put some clothes on these walls.
Sure.
For
I got
us.
some stuff emptied and ready to go. I got some more stuff to take down. Kids are working on trim removal.
out.
Children.
Check out the cutie. Cute little headband.
Nice. All right, darling. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
I think it's going to work well with that. And kind of tie some stuff together. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. If, you know, you got this super thin drywall, and then you got little kids, children picking at things, and the next thing you know, you got stuff like that. And Mama, you had an idea, because sometimes there would be mice, and what would they do to our walls?
Just make little holes in the walls.
Exhibit A, a little hole in the wall. So Mama thought,
We should put some, what'd you call it?
hardware cloth.
Hardware cloth on the bottom. Maybe
Yeah.
like 2 inches or 2.5 inches of it.
So we're going to cut some strips of this 1/4-inch hardware cloth, and we're going to run it along the bottom. Just that way, if they decide to chew through the thin drywall, they won't be chewing through here. And of course, we have some cats that have removed mice, and we took care of some stuff. And,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I got to get back to work. You got to get to town.
All right, I'm excited to see what it's gonna look like when we get back.
I like that idea. The boys are trying to make sure to block what we wanted to block, so they just cut it to cover the existing holes. I'm okay with that here. I like what you guys are doing. Way to be creative. We are at that point. The deal is, I had to do quite a bit of sorting because some boards I prepped ahead of time. Some were 69.5 inches, some were 88, some were 40.5 inches, some were 69.75, some are 48.5, some were 30.25. Because the distances of like that wall or that wall to the window or that window to the fireplace are all different. Then we're repurposing fence pickets from all sorts of different fences. So I've got some that are 4 3/4, some that are just shy of 5 inches as far as width, some that are 5 inches, some that are 5 1/4, some that are 5 1/2. So I kind of got them all organized by piles. Most of them are sitting out there. I also have some stored down the hallway here. There's a bunch there. So the walls are prepped. They are bare. Yeah. The studs are marked. Studs marked. And we're ready to go. I'm gonna have to do some cutting around some of the stuff like that, where it comes up and over, and around outlets and things. So yeah. Thanks, Pinky. I did pick up a nice tool to help with that, and we're pretty excited. We're ready to go. And then the thing is I want a continuity with this. So for instance, a whole layer is going to have to be 5.5 inches. You know, then a whole layer is going to have to be 4.75 or 5 or you know whatever it's going to be, but it's going to be consistent. So that way when you meet up on a corner, you're not going to change heights. And the goal was to have enough from the bathroom all the way up this wall, all the way around there, all the way around there to back here. I'm hoping I also have enough for this wall, but I'm gonna keep kind of a pattern of what widths I went with. So let's rock it out. You can come. I want you to peek. Don't mind the mess. I shoved the living room into the dining room. Oh, you got the baby? I thought I asked one of you children to grab the baby for
She
her.
has her arms full.
All right, come around the corner and take a peek, darling.
Wow.
What do you think of that?
Wow. That makes your house look really different.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a good way.
Doesn't it look just amazing?
Wow, yeah.
Walk down the hallway once.
Yeah.
This is our house? Oh my.
Yeah, darling.
That's beautiful.
And I like just that satin finish. So it's got a little bit of a shine to it, you know, but it looks like weathered wood, don't it?
It looks so beautiful.
Like I said, there's a good variation within the consistency.
I love it.
Darling,
That is so cool.
I got a ways to go,
Wow.
but I'm working on it.
I love it, darling.
Happy
You did a really
to
good
you.
job.
Thank you. I had help. Like every child you left home helped.
Awesome. Well, I guess now you just gotta finish her up.
All right, I'll get on it. Darling, how did this remodel project go for you?
It went well.
What do you
Pretty
think?
quickly.
Yeah,
Even though it took a few days, it still went up pretty quickly.
I think I worked on and off for 4 days, but I had to do town runs and other things. I still got to finish the trim, folks. But listen, my goal was to be able to do this room, to have something that would look amazing with that rock, to be able to come around here, to be able to come around here, and at least get this whole hallway. Hopefully, possibly enough for this one too. Down here, everything got done, which is pretty good. And I actually had enough that I did the dining room here. So the dining room wall all the way to where the kitchen starts. So that's all done. And I did this little alcove behind me too. The only deal was I had one board there and 3 there that I could have got. So the plan is I can make up, 2 more boards and do that. But I'm also gonna do this across here, this stuff, and then our entryway up to this stone, which of course will look really nice with the 2. The kitchen, we've got some remodeling to do in there too. And again, this is to make it warmer in here or colder in here. Added insulation. Rolling the fire right now. This is to make it tougher in here. If you saw earlier in the video, especially beneath that one there where the children could just walk up to the window and pick at things, they eventually just picked it. Made some problems, but this is tough. This looks great. Hey, Doc. Quiet for just a moment because Papa's recording. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up to 2020 when I first had this idea and show you guys some of the original idea and some of the process with the final result. Probably an upcoming video, maybe the next one. I absolutely love that though. It changes the whole look of this place. And when I think about this one and how well these look together, like absolutely works together really well, and we're definitely pleased with it. We'll see you next time. Papa out.
Thank you for watching. Hit the like button. Thumbs up. For real.
is good?
Yeah.
That's because you know.